Have you ever made a mistake and said sorry, only to realize that some things can never be forgotten? In a small village surrounded by tall green trees, a young boy named Tino learns a powerful lesson about forgiveness and the lasting impact of our actions. Join us on a journey through friendship, mistakes, and the wisdom of an ancient Shona Proverb, Chinokanganwa Idemo, asimuti haukanganwe. The axe may forget, but the tree never will. Let's discover what happens when Tino's careless action leaves a scar that even an apology can't erase. The friendly village. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by tall green trees, there lived a boy named Tino. Tino was known for his big smile and kind heart. He loved playing with his friends, especially near the big old tree at the edge of the village. This tree was special because it provided shade for the villagers. It was home to many birds and animals. One day, Tino and his friends were playing a game of hide and seek. Tino was it and he had to find his friends hiding around the big tree. As he ran around the tree, he accidentally tripped over a root and fell, scraping his knee. He got up, brushed himself off, and continued playing. The axe and the tree. A few days later, Tino's father asked him to help chop firewood for the family. Tino was excited because he had never used an axe before. His father handed him a small axe and showed him how to swing it safely. Tino practiced on a few small branches and felt proud of himself. But then Tino noticed the big old tree. He thought, if I chop a branch from this tree, we'll have enough firewood for a whole week. So without thinking, he swung the axe and cut a large branch from the tree. The tree shook and the birds flew away in fright. An apology. That evening, Tino's father saw the chopped branch and asked it, Tino, did you cut this branch from the big tree? Tino nodded, feeling a little guilty. His father explained, that tree is very important to our village. It gives us shade and it's home to many animals. You should have asked before cutting it. Tino felt terrible. He realized he had made a big mistake. The next morning he went to the tree and said, I'm sorry, big tree. I didn't mean to hurt you. I hope you can forgive me. The tree didn't answer, but Tino felt a little better after apologizing. The lesson. Days turned into weeks and Tino noticed something. The big tree still stood tall, but the branch he had cut didn't grow back. The birds and animals returned, but the scar from the axe remained. Tino's father saw him looking at the tree and said, Tino, do you see how the tree still has a scar from the axe? This is like when we hate someone with our words or actions. We can say sorry and they might forgive us, but they'll always remember what happened. Tino understood He realized that even though the tree had accepted this apology, it would never forget the cut he had made. A better friend. From that day on, Tino became more careful with his actions. He always thought about how his choices would affect others. He played gently near the big tree and made sure not to harm it again. He even planted a new tree nearby to help make up for the branch he had cut. The villagers noticed how Tino had changed. They saw him as a thoughtful and caring boy who learned from his mistakes. The big tree continued to provide shade and shelter, and Tino often sat under it, remembering the lesson he had learned. So we've come to the end of this story. So what is the moral of the story? The Shona Proverb Chinokanganwa Idemo asimuti haukanganwe means that you may apologize for hurting someone and they might forgive you, but they will never forget what you did. Just like the tree, people carry the memory of the hurt even after they forgive. So it's important to think before we act and always try to be kind to others. So if you enjoyed listening to this Shona Proverb, please like, share, or leave a comment and subscribe for more videos of this nature.